Hey guys, Corbin here, and today we're going to do some home brewing, all grain, and I'm going to walk you through what we do to make our own beer at home. Let's get started. Okay, first I have to collect some water, and I'm going to need 5.5 gallons of water for my mash. And this I calculated in Beersmith, which is a cool app to use. And so I'm just gonna measure it out in this bucket here. And I know my water profile where the water that I have here is softened, and I actually like to have it a little bit harder. So I'm gonna mix half my hard water directly from my well with half of my water that's here, which is softened. And then I'll measure the mineral content using a pH meter and find out the pH and adjust it slightly. And let's get it going. Okay, so this is my mash tun, or I think it's ton or tune, T-U-N, I don't know. But what it does is you put your grain in it and it converts the grain to be the sugary syrup that we need to make beer. And we create a mash. We're gonna mash it for 1 hour, which means we're gonna soak the grains for an hour to convert all those sugars. Saccharification is the word of what that is. And so I want to put 5.5 gallons of water into here. And like I said before, it's going to be a mixture of half hard water, half soft water, and then I'll measure the pH and adjust it a little bit to get it kind of what we want. And so I'm going to go ahead and pour some more water in, and we're going to actually start heating it up. Alright, and here we're heating the water up to, I believe, 170. We'll add the grain for the mash, we'll drop it about 10 degrees to 160. Okay, I added a little bit of gypsum, half a teaspoon to our water. It dropped the pH from 7.15 to about 6.7. And we're gonna make a IPA West Coast style. And so we're gonna be mainly using 2-row. 2-row is gonna be our base malt. And so Lexi's gonna measure out 12 pounds of 2-row for roughly a 5.5 gallon batch beer. So let's go. Lexi's cracking the grain. So Lexi and I heated the water to 170, and she added the grain to the mash tun, and it dropped the temperature from 170 to 160, about a 10-degree drop, which is exactly what we were expecting. Alright, so I'm in the process of sparging, and what I want to do is I have water being pumped from the hot liquor tank up into the mash tun, and it's just slowly being pumped in. And I want it to be pumped in about the same rate as what it's going out. So I kind of want just a nice slow kind of drip out. The first couple of cups that I took out, I actually pour back in because you get some grain that kind of needs to get filtered out, and so I just pour the first few cups back in, and this is my sparging process. And it's leaking a little bit right here, but so it goes. And we'll let this happen until I run out of water from the hot liquor tank. pre-boil gravity should be about 1.051 specific gravity, so that's about 13 on the bricks. And I also want to get a specific amount of liquid in here, which should be about 7¼ gallons. And so what I have is this little dipstick that measures the amount of gallons that will be in here. And I add 1 to whatever read in here because this also has a false bottom, and that's about 1 gallon. So I am just going to kind of stir it up to kind of mix all the sugars together, because what's coming in from here is probably weaker than what was added at the start when there's more sugars. So I kind of just stir it a little bit and then grab a little bit out in the spoon. Grab a little bit in here in my little eyedropper, and I'm gonna let it cool a little bit and then test the bricks. Columbus and Simcoe hops. Oh, yeah. Excellent. 30-minute mark. Okay, so we're ready to actually run the hot wort into our fermenter through the therminator to cool it to about room temperature. So Lexi's gonna hook it to the output of the boil tank, and don't want to pull this guy out. And then we'll fill up our fermenter, and we can check the temperature right here as it's going through. And so I think we're just about ready. So she's gonna hook it up. All right, so we are done making the beer, and it is in the fermenter, and Lexi's coming up, sneaking up. So we have about 5.5, just a little bit shy, like maybe 5.3, 5.4 gallons. And I have it on a sleeve, which is attached to a thermostat that will automatically turn on and off and keep it about 69 Fahrenheit. And once it hits 69, it'll let it cool down about 1 or 2 degrees, and then it'll raise it back up to 69. And it's just pushed into here. There's the thermostat's pushed into here. We've got the bubbler attached, and we're ready to go. We're gonna wait for about a week and a half, and then I will dry hop it for about 7 days, and then we'll keg it and have some beer.